Okay, so Thunderbolts, the last Marvel Studios film. I think it's in cinemas worldwide right now, and I'm gonna try to avoid spoilers, but there are going to be a lot of spoilers anyway. So sorry for it, and I'm gonna try to be as short as I can. Promise. So I think that most people, like myself, had this feeling of hope when the trailers began to come out, as we all hoped that this film was going to be much better than we were expecting, considering that the characters are all minor Marvel characters, but they actually managed to make probably the best Marvel Studios film since The Last Avengers. And I wasn't expecting this. Even if you ever look at the background of the people who made the film, there was a trailer who was joking on this a few months ago. They all come from independent filmmaking. It almost looked like a A24 film at the end. I think Jake Schreier, the director, is an independent filmmaker. The screenwriters, especially Joanna Kahlo, I think she did BoJack Horseman, Beef, and The Bear. So she really come from that kind of environment. And the film is 2 hours long, but it doesn't feel like it. The pace is impressive, the writing is impressive, especially the dialogues. And I mean, there is a dialogue between Yelena and Red Guardian at a certain point with the film. If you have watched the film, you know what I'm talking about. The dialogue is impressive. It's amazing. So let's try to talk about the film from the beginning. I think there is an impressive opening scene. I think it was done on location in Kuala Lumpur. And without stuntmen, I think Yelena actually jumps from the Florence Park actually jumped from the skyscraper. And wow, I don't know how they managed to do that, but it's impressive. And she's actually one of the best characters in the film, Yelena, and the way Florence Pugh portrays her on screen is also relatable, believable, emotional, and I think I was on the edge of crying a few times. Maybe the character that doesn't stand up much in this film is Bucky Barnes, because it's not him. I mean, we have this impression while watching the film. He's now a representative. He's a soldier, so it's not his job. There is I mean, the first scene when we first see him in the film, he's trying to make a speech uh, for for journalists, but he doesn't manage to. He keeps repeating the same words because it's not his job at the end, right? He's a soldier. So they managed actually to make the character believable in a role that is not Bucky Barnes' role, especially at the beginning of the film. Then there is one of of the members of Thunderbolts who doesn't have much screen time. It was kind of surprising the moment this character does something in the film, considering this character was in most posters and advertising. So this is also something Marvel Studios is doing very well in marketing and keeping secrets. And I was so surprised when this thing happens in the film that I wasn't expecting it at all. And David Harbour as the Red Guardian is, I mean, the comedy relief of the film. I mean, the whole film is kind of comedy, action comedy, but he's the one that manages to make us laugh more than the others. I think that's the way it was meant to be portrayed. And the biggest surprise of the whole film is actually Sentry Void, the Void. And I got scared a few times. And the way it was portrayed, like especially the Void, is this completely black figures with just these tiny golden dots as eyes. It was really scary, and he manages to annihilate New York entirely in a matter of seconds. And I mean, he's one of the most important, powerful Marvel characters. He's finally on screen, so I'm happy they managed to. And so, if I have to give a vote, I probably it's gonna be a 10 out of 10. It's the perfect blockbuster. It's the perfect popcorn film, and it's opening so many well options for the new Avengers film, which is coming next year. And the end credit scene. I mean, there are two end credit scene. One is mostly comedy. Yeah. The second one is actually probably the longest Marvel Studio end credit scene in a long time. I think it's a few minutes. I mean, it feels long, but we managed to see that logo on screen for the first time as well. So it's interesting. I'm looking forward to this summer and to see what happens. I mean, talking about Fantastic Four, we all know. I mean, it's gonna be difficult because we all know how it ends. They come from a different universe. They have to come to the main Marvel Studios universe, but it's how they get there that it's going to be the matter of the whole film, right? So I'm really looking forward to this. And so, as I said, it's a 10 out of 10 for me for Thunderbolts. It's a perfect popcorn film, and I'm really curious to know what you think about it. And if you're still there watching this video, thank you, and let me know what you think.